Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about metaphors. So, first question is that what is metaphor? After that, we are going to see the example of metaphors. Then, once we'll finish the metaphor example, we'll try to learn about the first order concept generation. Then, after first order concept generation, we are going to see what is the meaning of higher order concept generation. Okay, so we will see these concepts one by one. So basically here you can see our question is what is metaphor. Okay, and you can see the picture here. That aeroplane is representing the birds. Now what is the metaphor here you are going to see. So the definition of metaphor is a rhetorical figure representing one concept by way of another concept, like aeroplane is representing the concept of birds, and which is considered similar to the concept to be represented. Like if you want to representation of flying, right, then we are just depicting this aeroplane as a bird, right? So here, and what is happening, metaphors are often they used in design. We are using various metaphors in design, that we are going to see the examples now. One by one we will see the various examples, like how we are using the metaphors in our daily design practices. Okay, so here you can see the concept of weight suit, right? The inspiration is taken from the beaver, whereas other concept like the buildings inspiration is taken from the termite den, right? Then here the Japan's maglev train was represented or the taken the inspiration from the kingfisher beaks. So what is happening here, one figure is representing the other concept, okay, and this is known as metaphors. Now comes to the picture here. Okay, so you can see two pictures are here, right hand side picture and left hand side picture. So let's try to understand what this picture is trying to teach us. So we'll start with one saying that what is happening. One person from the left hand side, what he is saying, that chair looks like a swan. Okay, so by just watching that chair, he is thinking, oh, this chair is representing the concept of swan. When he or she looks at the chair, it refers to an existing chair in the picture. Okay, so when that person is looking the chair, he is telling that okay, this chair is like a swan and the existing chair is present over there, right? When it comes to right hand side, what he is saying, on the other hand, if a person says this while he or she is designing the chair, then the chair is a concept which does not exist yet, right? So ultimately from the right hand side pictures or the right hand side perspective of the man, what he is trying to do, he is trying to design a new chair, okay, and he wants to keep the concept of swan, right? So he wants to design a new chair keeping the swan in the picture. So in this situation, the right hand side person is trying to design a new chair, right, which is to be designed as a swan, right, and it is a more suitable representation. That's why he can also say that I have designed a new chair which is representing the swan, right? So in such a case, the similarity means the new design chair and the swan, and similarities is going to be represented in terms of common features like elegance, shape, and between the chair and the swan is going to be very common, right? So the new chair which is going to be designed by the new man, right, it is going to represent the elegant shape, right? Now comes to here, what you can see from the screen, there are different types of cars, right? Micro, sedan, CUV, SUV, hatchback, minivan, etc. So what is happening here, on the basis of above consideration from the previous slide, we can say that in the design process using metaphors, a new concept will be generated which will be similar to the concept to be assimilated to, right? And this is known as first order concept generation. So let's try to explain this in another words. Suppose I want to design a new sedan car. So the type of car is sedan, okay, and I want to design similar kind of sedan class car, okay. So what is going to happen? So other companies have also designed this similar kind of sedan cars, okay. So those cars, suppose like Honda City, Skoda Superb, Maruti Ciaz, etc. So these all cars are sedan class. So what are these? These are the first order concept generation. You have taken one class and you are designing the similar product in that particular concept phase. These type of concepts are known as first order concept generation. Suppose if the micro is the car's type, okay, then I am designing different types of micro cars, okay. So these all cars are known as first order concept generation. Now let's take another example, right? Here different types of chairs are there: ladder back, tufted, fan back, queen ane, bow back, slat, etc. Right? So if I'll take any chair, right? Any chair like office chair, if I'll take the example, and I'm designing the office chair, similar kind of office chairs. So these all chairs will come under the concept known as first order concept generation. Okay, so I hope you are clear with the first order concept generation. Now let's try to understand more details regarding the first order concept generation. So here what you can see, there are different types of earphones: over ear, on ear, earbuds, in ear, right? So if I want to design earbuds, right, so what I'll do, keeping the same concept, I will design different types of earbuds. So these all concept will be considered under the concept of first order concept generation. So basically a first order concept generation is useful only to create a subspecies of an existing object, right? So since it cannot extend beyond the category of the existing product. So suppose I have designed over ear earphones, so I will be designing over ear earphones, on ear, earbuds, right? So similar kind of products of same species, right? Or what we are doing, we are just creating the subspecies of an existing object, right? So this is the complete concept of first order concept generation. Now we are going to learn about higher order concept generation. So the name is there, higher order concept, so it means that here the higher order thinking will get involved, okay. So ultimately when it comes to higher order thinking, we have to put some additional features and we have to involve our thought process on a bigger scale, right? So here you can see the example of flying car. We have seen the cars example in the first order concept generation, and here we have taken the example of flying car. It means we have moved ahead one stage ahead of the first order concept generation. So abstract concept generated by combining multiple abstract concept is called as higher order abstract concepts. What you are doing, you are taking different types of abstract concept and you are just creating one more abstract concept, and it is known as higher order concept, okay, higher order abstract concept. And the higher order concept generation is the process of generating a new concept based upon the higher order abstract concept. Like if you want to create the flying car, right? What you did here, you have added more features, right? You have added the features of the car as well as the feature of the plane, right? You are going to change the engine based upon the other abstract concept, right? So what you did, you mixed two, three concept in to develop a single product. Okay. So these type of process is known as higher order concept generation. Let's see one more example. So here we will take one example of water bottle, right? So now simple water bottle is there in front of you, okay. Now what we have to do, we have to create a higher order concept generation of this water bottle, right? So ultimately what I am going to do, I am going to enhance the feature of this water bottle so that it will look like a higher order concept. So what I can do here, I can add these type of features, or based upon your thought process you can add on to these features as well. Like water bottle, I want to enhance this water bottle, so I can add the Bluetooth speaker in this water bottle. I can add the USB charging port. I can add the temperature sensors and display, right? I can add the solar panel also, right? So it is up to the designer, okay, what additional features you want to add here. Okay, by this way you can create a higher order concept generation. Okay, so there are many more examples you can take to differentiate between first order concept generation and higher order concept generation. So I hope you understood the topic well. Okay, if you have liked the video, please share it and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.